Thank you.
Hey, I got a question over here.
Go ahead, Elizabeth.
Question.
Oof, big night tonight. You've been on a journey to get to this stage and join the WNBA sisterhood. Who is a player that, if you could choose, you would want to play with this summer?
Ooh. Look, Caitlin Clark changed the game.
Hmm?
I've been hooping my entire life, and all of a sudden, I have friends texting me last season to see if I caught the latest Fever game. The expectations were so high.
Mm-hmm.
Arenas selling out everywhere she went.
Mm-hmm.
As a rookie coming into this league, that's the impact I want to make.
She is a star in this league, and the game is better for having her in it. Have you thought about what you're going to say when that interaction happens?
Wow. I wish that I could sit here and tell you that I'd be a poised young lady. But she actually came and gave a talk at my school one year, and to be really honest with you, I can't tell you a word she said. I just couldn't hear her over the sounds of my internal screams. Just like one big loud scream, just on a loop the entire time. So yeah, I'm not super optimistic about keeping my cool. But I would love to ask for a jersey or a signature or something, though. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll be absolutely fine.
Thank you.
On another note, the league is at a fascinating growth point right now, with viewership skyrocketing. How much of the WNBA did you watch growing up? And does the history of the game inform at all where you want to land?
Okay. Confession time. I've probably watched Game 5 of the 2016 finals 100 times. Sparks and Lynx, that matchup was incredible. Just legends everywhere. When Maya Moore hit that turnaround, I legitimately fell off of my couch. And then Nneka swatted by Sil, but gets it back and puts it through off one foot. Iconic. I've been chasing a moment like that at the highest level my whole life.
Yeah. The spotlight has definitely been on women's sports these last years. How much do you think that on-court rivalries play a factor in the growth of the league? And do you think that these storylines are good for the game?
Oh, I love the way that stories are being told right now. And I think that has fueled those rivalries that you're talking about. Look at Angel and Caitlin. They faced off in the national championship in college, and their fans have followed them to the WNBA. Every matchup between those two is must-see TV. And the Fever and Sky have two of the hottest tickets in the sport right now. And when the Aces and Liberty assembled all that star power a couple years back, every matchup between them was called the Battle of the Super Teams, just pulling in huge ratings, huge numbers. And my grandma wouldn't be able to follow anything that was happening on the court. But I'll tell you, she knows all the tea. She definitely knows all the tea. And I think all these rivalries are just another entry point for the fans.
Yeah, totally agree there. Unfortunately, you just missed sharing the court with the WNBA's all-time leading scorer, Diana Taurasi, who played in the league from 2004 to 2024. She brought a ton of that spice you were talking about for so long. Now, what part of her legacy speaks to you the most?
DT scored more than 10,000 points in the greatest league in the world. That is wild. 2 decades, she just kept putting up buckets. That longevity is incredible. The hours that she spent in the gym when the lights were low and the stands were empty so that she could shine when it mattered the most. As someone who loves to score, she is my GOAT. Best to ever do it.
That's right. For the fans who might not know you yet, what do they need to know, either on or off the court?
Every moment we're between those lines, coaches, listen to my vets. I know I'm just one piece of the puzzle. And I've worked my butt off to get to this point, and I know that I have the talent to succeed at this level. And wherever I land, those fans will be proud to have me repping them and their city.
That's right. Okay, so I want to shift gears quickly for a couple of rapid-fire questions so new fans can get to know you. First, when it comes to a city, do you prefer a bigger metropolis vibe or a smaller, more intimate one?
Oh, for as long as I can remember, I have wanted to be on the biggest stage possible.
Oh.
And in my mind, that extends beyond the arena. I want a crowd everywhere I walk, team billboards up all over, restaurants open late so I can snag a bite after game night wraps up. I love the hum of a big city. I love it. The pulse of the people. I feed off of that energy. So, big city.
Let's keep this one easy. Favorite color?
Ooh, purple. It's got this royal vibe, like this air of importance. And every time I rock something in that color, it fills me with confidence. And when you think about the WNBA, you think Lisa Leslie, Brittany Griner, Chicha Penachero. A lot of legacy in that color.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Okay, how about this? On a day when you've got nothing scheduled and you can just relax on the couch, what is your go-to cheat meal?
Oh. Look, I say this with pride. I was raised on pizza. It was actually a part of the food pyramid in my house growing up, at the bottom of the most essential needs. Yeah, that was pizza. And after every club game, my dad, who was our coach, shout out to the Squirrels teammates, never forget that. We would go down to this pizza shop on Main and just take down several pies. Just take it down. And before you try to follow that up, what we're not about to do is catch me up about what city makes the best pizza.
Oh.
We're not doing that. I'm not trying to tank my career minutes before getting drafted. Thanks.
Okay, I'm definitely not trying to get you in trouble. Okay, let's bring it on back to basketball. Let me ask you, does it matter to you where you're selected in the draft order?
Yes and no. How is that for an answer? Look, this is the toughest professional league in the world when it comes to cracking a roster, and it just keeps getting harder and harder the further you are along in the draft order. And there was that documentary, the 144, a few years back, and I know we're up to 156 for the Valkyries, but still. That being said, if you presented me with the option between a high draft number and a strong fit within an organization where I can really see my game blossom while I adjust to the pro level, I would take that second option every time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to this 2K Sports presentation of the WNBA. Moments away, it'll be the Los Angeles Sparks going up against the Golden State Valkyries. Thanks for joining us. I'm Blake Suniga here with Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz. Hey, whenever you come to the Bay, these Valkyrie fans make themselves heard.
Nothing like the traditional SoCal-NorCal rivalry. The upstart new Valkyries welcoming in one of the glamour franchises in the W, the LA Sparks, as they start up this rivalry.
And for the Sparks, this is the first of 4 games they'll play this season against Golden State.
Don't forget this game tonight. It's one of 10 games for this team that's part of the Commissioner's Cup standings.
It also counts towards the regular season, so this contest really shows up in the standings twice. An interesting wrinkle to this one.
Atkins, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron.
That's just a great job by Atkins, reading the defense and allowing the pick and roll to develop naturally.
Up top, Williams. Over Ogumake. It's hauled in by the Sparks.
Well, I'm going to say the defense got pretty lucky right there because she's going to make a lot more of those than she misses when she gets that much room.
Now here's Plum. Shot clock at 6. Hamby sets a screen. Puts it up from 12. The second chance effort. The rebound by Thornton.
If she can get to the rim, she'll usually turn it into points, but the defense stood tall there.
Outside, Williams. They set the pick. Right wing, expanding her range. Queen, shot is good.
Check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates on the same page.
Outside, Plum. Shakes her. Atkins. The three-pointer off the mark. Down low. Here's Williams. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Great communication between teammates there.
Pass to Brink. And here's Hamby. Covered by Thornton. And here's Plum. Outside Atkins. Good on the triple.
With an unwavering work ethic, Atkins has just about mastered the 3-ball.
In each of her first 5 years in the league, Ariel Atkins was voted all defense.
Yeah, she made the U.S. gold medal winning team for the Tokyo Games on the strength of her defense. Always in great condition. Atkins never runs out of energy chasing around those guards.
Kelsey Plum from outside.
And the rebound goes to the Valkyries.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Now here is Queen. She has 5. Shoots from 12. Neko Ogumake with the rebound. The Sparks trailing. Pass to Plum. And that one goes long. Golden State with the ball. Inside, here's Queen. Puts up a 3, gets the three-pointer to fall.
I admire Hayes' vision. I mean, she's pretty much aware and alert of everything happening on the court.
Out to Ogumake. That 3 off the mark.
Hard to figure out why she didn't bury that one. Had a defender near her.
Now here is Queen. She's guarded by Plum. And Williams gets it to go.
That's just great ball movement.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with a purpose. The D has not been able to keep up.
Now here's Ogumake. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. The Sparks, no good that time either. Golden State leading. Pass to Queen. Outside Williams to the right side. Queen. She's covered by Hamby. Back to Williams. Over Ogumake. And the Valkyries, another bucket.
Clearly, they had a pretty good grasp of the game plan coming into this one.
I know it's early, Tim, but I don't think I'm going out on a limb when I say we could be headed for a blowout unless something changes quickly.
Absolutely.
She has been anything but her usual self this quarter. It's been ugly. They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Plum. Will it go? And the layup is good.
What effort from Plum down in the paint, outworking the defense and getting a shot.
Now here is Queen. Guarded closely, and they pick up 2.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show she's putting on this quarter.
Now here's Brink. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And Kelsey Plum, good for 3.
And this is the mindset Plum has to possess, because when she buries quick shots, it gets her going.
Pass to Queen. To the paint. Good. First shot, first basket.
You know, you look at the stats, the assist totals, they just jump out at you. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been key.
It's just a different mindset these teams have had.
Now here is Ogumake. The three-pointer off the mark. Williams. She's covered by Ogumake. And the shot goes in.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end in the early going.
Their field goal percentage is terrific. Exactly the start they were hoping for.
Here's Plum. 5 points in the game. And it's Atkins missing.
Well, she's a player who, with a wide open look, will rarely miss.
After just 15 starts in a rookie season, Cameron Brink unfortunately suffered a torn ACL.
Yeah, a horrible break for Cameron and the LA Sparks. She went 2nd overall in 2024. A two-way star you can build around. It is great to have her back in action for LA. Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of the hole, because she is not.
Now here is Queen. She's covered by Ogumake. Pass to Queen. Brink grabs the miss. And it's the Sparks ball. 17-point game. Outside Atkins. Over Hayes. And that one's good. Atkins.
You know, she's having a nice quarter, scoring with confidence.
Now here is Queen. She's guarded by Plum. Queen misses. Outside Plum. Out to Atkins. Takes the 3. Comes up empty there. Puts her at 3 for 6. Here's Queen. Makes it off the glass.
They're really struggling defensively. Too many easy buckets. I mean, what was the coach's game plan?
Who knows? And that's a really embarrassing performance defensively, and the coaching staff can't be happy.
Now here is Hamby. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. The Valkyries pull it in.
They've been sensational on the boards to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a good word for it, Tim. That's good. You usually have the right word for these kinds of situations. Just tearing it up on the glass.
How kind of you, Brian.
And they've been struggling here offensively.
Bit of a dry spell for sure.
And she banks in the layup.
Never a bad idea to get it to Hamby inside. She's almost automatic from there.
Here's Queen. She's got 12. Brink covering. She tries for 3. Queen, shot is good.
Boy, they're shooting the lights out from distance here early.
Yeah, how do you stop this? I mean, it seems like they can't miss right now.
Here's Plum. Out to Ogumake. Off target from outside.
Yeah, she's been off her game this quarter. Just hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go down.
Pass to Hayes. Lets it go. And she buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Their offense has come together immediately. They're threatening to run away with this game.
I can't imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they can even come close, look out.
To pick up and keep this offensive pace would be insane. She's sort of lost in this quarter. Nothing's going right for her.
Here's Queen, and she makes good on the layup.
What a start they've gotten off to. A big lead for them, and we're still in the first quarter.
And it hasn't been just about their scoring, Tim. They're playing tremendous defense, too.
Well, Brian, you got to give it up for the coach as well. This game plan has been perfect.
We're at the end of the first, and what a blowout already in this one. The Valkyries on top. And we'll see if we're in. So both teams making some changes here. Now here is Queen. 17 points in the game. Rupert. And he sticks that one in from 20 feet away.
What a passing display she's putting on.
She is spoiling us today. Just another incredible assist for the highlight reel, and the reel is getting quite long.
Pass to Burrell. Jacks up a 3. Valkyries with the rebound.
They've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding numbers, too.
Yeah, it's been a gritty performance and a physical brand of basketball, but hey, that's how you win.
Bring your lunch pail.
And here's Burrell. Now Hamby to halt the run. That's her 4th miss from the floor, and she's made 2 of her shots. To the inside. Pass to Rupert. Here's Queen. Out to the wing. Outside Hayes. And again, Golden State with the triple.
Great outside shooting is really fueling this run.
And the D's just getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down.
Hamby up top. Pass to Burrell. 5 on the clock. Atkins. She's guarded by Hayes. It's deflected. And they're able to recover. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get it off in time. And the Sparks making a change here. And just over 3.5 minutes played in this second quarter. Here's Queen. Basket number 8 is all good. She's attempted 12 shots.
And as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
And it really could get out of hand because their defense has been just as excellent as their offense.
Great overall game.
And it's Queen with the foul. That's her first foul. So it's the Sparks now. Outside Atkins. Pass to Agumake. 4 on the shot clock. Hamby. Basket good.
Using that 6'3" frame to finish down low. Hamby's got fantastic touch to go along with her height.
Now here is Queen. Back to Hayes. Pulls up from the top of the key. Drained for 2 points.
And now this is just getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this up much longer.
When was the last time they missed, Tim? This is just a remarkable shooting display.
They're putting on a clinic.
Right side Wheeler. Back to Atkins. Let's go with a 3. And Queen pulls it down. She makes her 9th shot of the game, and she has missed only 4.
At the offensive end, she's done as much as they could have hoped for today.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, it's been a long time without a bucket. Focus.
Crossed up the D perfectly.
Mercy. Wheeler in her bag. What a move.
And so it's Golden State with it. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Queen shot is good.
They've been playing very smart offensively in the first half. I think that's safe to say.
The numbers support that. They're shooting much better percentage from the field.
Let's see if they can keep it up.
Here's Atkins. The basket good off the assist from Erica Wheeler.
And I think Atkins is the type of player that is equally effective on or off the ball.
She's covered by Hamby. Here's Queen. Drains the three-pointer.
Three-pointers keep dropping. You sense the frustration mounting for these defenders, their coaches, their fans, everyone.
Yeah, they just have not been able to take that shot away.
In the offseason, we had our first WNBA expansion draft since 2008.
Yeah, Golden State adding 11 players from other WNBA teams. I liked what the Valkyries did. They got a mix of young, promising players plus some solid veterans.
Pass to Hayes. And it's Golden State, another one.
It's the lefty, Hayes, ready to shoot the moment she gets the pass.
Now here's Wheeler. Defense right on her. Here's Atkins. Tried to bank it in, but misses.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team, and that 10-rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Not to mention what it says on the scoreboard, they're really pushing them around.
Time called here. The Valkyries deciding to talk it over. The Sparks making a switch here. Now Queen. She's got 26. To the middle. Here's Williams. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
They worked it in nicely right there.
Now here's Plum. Queen covering. Pass to Atkins. Plum. Good on the three-point shot.
The sweet lefty stroke of Kelsey Plum, dialed in from distance.
Hayes, defended by Atkins. She gets that one.
She is just tearing it up this quarter, and I don't think this lead is going to go anywhere while she's this hot from the field.
And here's Atkins. She's got 9. Ogumake outside. The three-pointer, no good.
Even with every shot clanging off the iron, she seems determined to continue hoisting up these threes. But I think it's time to maybe take a step in.
Plum with it. She's got 8. Pass to Cannon. Back to Plum. 9 feet out. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim.
Very clever passing. She put that ball on a silver platter for her.
Now here is Queen. Defense is right there. And the layup falls.
Some defensive breakdowns happening now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
And giving up these high percentage shot attempts, it's not going to get it done. They need to figure it out.
And here's Nika from the arc. Tries again. And it's good on the lay-in.
Strong rebounding, and she gets the easy putback as a result.
Here's Queen. She has 30. Kicks it out to Thornton. Pass to Queen. The high post shot. And another basket for Golden State.
Strong work for her at the offensive end, helping them sustain this lead.
Up top, Plum. Queen covering. Got a hand on it. Fast break. Here's the Valkyries. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, that fast break, it went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then just perfect execution.
Such a joy to watch.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Valkyries ahead, running away with this one. And we will be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. Getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far, but we'll see if that changes. Queen with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Well, she created a lot of good shots for herself in the first couple of quarters, and she knows when to pass up on the tough ones. Good shot selection.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for her, and that's a stat that really tells you how efficient a player has been.
Tonight's game also counts in the Commissioner's Cup, the first home and away regular season game against teams in your conference go towards the Cup standings.
Yes, so 10 total games, and the team with the best record in each conference, the East and the West, they're going to meet in the final with a lot of prize money at stake.
And she knocks down the first one. So she gets them both.
You know, it's hard to believe, but the Sparks haven't been to the playoffs since the 2020 wobble.
Yeah, before this dry spell, they had been to 9 straight postseasons. But since they've lost some stars, some legends, and it hasn't been the same in LA, they're hoping this group can turn things around and make it back to the playoffs.
It's great to see how Kelsey Plum can not only score the ball, but also move the ball. She's really good at creating for herself and others.
Queen up top. Shoots a three. Connects from three-point range.
She's having one of those days where if she takes it, she makes it.
So it's the Sparks now. Outside Plum. The shot good on the assist by Ariel Atkins.
Well, if you hit a three on Plum's team, you just know Kelsey wants to respond in kind.
The kick out to Williams. Outside Hayes. And the Valkyries, another three.
How about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Yeah, terrific little back and forth right there,
It's
Tim.
been a lot of fun to watch.
Three-pointer Kelsey Plum. And it's Hayes with the rebound.
They've shown some strength in the paint. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, and that's putting it mildly, guys. They've been absolutely dominant.
Back to Williams. The 19-foot shot. And the Valkyries, another bucket.
Everything working for them out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 tries.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. No problems knocking that one down.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond the arc in the second half.
And that's just what the doctor ordered, and they're really using that prescription to their advantage. You know, those three-point bombs will really erase this deficit quickly if they keep it up.
And we weren't math majors, but 3 is more than 2, right?
Yeah, I think so.
6 to shoot. Here's Queen. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And their shooting percentage continues to climb in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been in total sync since the break. Good team basketball, and it's resulted in high-quality shots.
Very good adjustments at the half.
And the basket by Hamby.
At 6'3" with great leaping ability, Hamby's a tough stop down low.
Now here is Queen. She's guarded by Plum. Queen, shot is good.
She is putting on a clinic out there. Really the centerpiece of their offense.
Ogumake outside. It's tipped and stolen by Thornton. Queen with the ball. Picked up by Plum. Hayes up top. Pass to Queen. Outside Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Queen to the paint. And it's Golden State, another one.
What a mismatch it's been in the post. I mean, where's the defensive adjustment? They're just getting eaten alive out there.
Yeah, I agree. They got to come up with something. A double team, maybe a sub. This is getting ridiculous.
And this is the challenge of defending such a gifted scorer like Kelsey Plum. If you don't give her shots, she's going to find them.
The kick out to Williams. Pass to Queen. And that's out of bounds. Golden State retaining possession. Here's a look at the schedule for the Golden State Valkyries. On Wednesday, they'll defend home court against the Washington Mystics. And then on Friday, they head out on the road to face the Los Angeles Sparks.
Well, the road, never the highlight of your schedule for any team, but for this team, It's a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home courts.
And it's Queen with the foul. That's foul number 2 for her. Now here's Plum. She's guarded closely to the inside. And the basket by Hamby.
Yeah, she certainly is not the one to blame for them being in the hole today. She's been right on the money.
And last season was De'Erica Hamby's 10th in the W, and no doubt about it, her best.
Well, over her first 9 years, she averaged just about 9 points per game. Last year, that average jumped to 17, embracing an increased scoring role.
Ariel Atkins has the open look. Another one falls for the Sparks.
Well, there's the court vision from Kelsey Plum. I mean, it's just off the charts.
Pass to Queen. The 3 ball. It's good from long range.
She got loose from three-point range in the first half and showing signs here in the second.
And it's Queen with the foul. That's her 3rd foul of the game. Here's Wheeler. Kicks it out to Plum. Pass to Hamby. Shoots over me here. And the basket by Hamby.
Their crisp passing has opened things up offensively.
Yeah, it makes the game easy. 10 straight points off of an assist. That's impressive.
And here's Zandalicini. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Of their last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is smash mouth basketball, guys.
Yeah, they're really imposing their will offensively and getting exactly the kind of looks they want.
Pass to Wheeler. The basket good off the assist from Neko Gumake.
They're passing the ball very crisply right now.
Their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
It's Burton. Now here is Queen. Non-stop scoring machine here. Pulls up from the corner. Good work there as it goes.
You simply cannot say enough about the quarter she's having. I mean, every one of her attempts has gone down.
Pass to Wheeler. There's the 3. Gets it to go from downtown.
Well, how about Wheeler this time getting the feed? Ready to shoot off the pass. Normally, Eric is the one dropping dimes.
Now Zandalicini. Now here is Queen. Guarded by Wheeler. Here's Queen. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
What an exhibition she's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
Left side, Wheeler. Hamby sets a screen. Down low. Score the bucket. She is 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Well, she, for one, hasn't let them down, but a few of her teammates need to pick up the pace and pick it up fast.
Queen misses. On the wing, Neko Gumake. Wheeler. Off target from 3-point range.
It's rare to see her come up empty on such a wide open look.
Here's Queen. In the Valkyries, another 3.
Well, they've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. She's provided almost all the offense.
Pass to Wheeler for 3. Drills the 3-pointer. One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Queen misses. Now Plum. She's got 15. The kick out to Brink. 3-pointer. Zandalicini pulls it in. Pass to Queen. Here's a me here. She's covered by Hamby. Shot clock at 5. Now Burton launches it. No good that time. Now Outside Plum. Outside Wheeler. No good on the three. That will count. She got it up in time, but it couldn't fall for her. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided. And the Sparks making a change here. And so we see the Valkyries taking the W here. The outcome of this one was never in doubt.
They were really putting out a supreme effort, and it felt like once they had the significant lead, they were not going to let it go.
And that's a wrap, everyone.
That was an offensive clinic. You put up the most points in a single game, setting a new WNBA record. It looked like you were in the zone early on. How were you able to get the open looks?
Man, all credit goes to my teammates. They screened well, they got me the ball in the right spots, they kept feeding me the rock. You know, a lot more goes into it than just sinking the shots.
For sure. So you've now passed Liz Cambage and Asia Wilson, who both previously scored 53 points. What was going through your mind as the game progressed? Did you have the record in your sights?
I want to score every time I have the ball in my hands, so, you know, when the shots kept falling, I just kept asking for it, and at some point during the fourth quarter, I knew the record was in reach, and coach kept running the offense through me, so why not go for it?
Nice.
Nneka Ogwumike is one of the best front court players in the league and has been for quite some time. How were you able to find some success against her?
She made me work. That's all I can say. Nneka makes you work hard for everything. Every point, every rebound, every offensive play. I'm exhausted. Okay? That was one of the toughest games I've ever played in my career.
I can see you're physically spent. What's the hardest thing about playing against her?
Rebounding. She's so good at tracking the ball, but also just being physical under the boards. It's just like a full-on wrestling match with that girl. Really. It made me think I got to get back in the gym a little bit. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go take a nap.
I get it. Thank you.
I'm serious.